welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today we're going to talk about Ghosts of War, which is on Netflix. This movie was requested by our very own Jeremiah. So, as per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things down into 6 separate categories. Those categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and creep. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Ghosts of War. So, story opens up. You got the opening credits, or where it like shows the companies that made the movie and whatnot. You get explosions and sounds of plane crashes and gunshots in the background. And then you get a quote that says, "This war will not end. With every mile my body and spirit break. Every jolt makes brittle my mind. Each step pulls me further from home until I am the shell of the man that kissed my mother goodbye a forever ago." And then there's a pause, and then you get another quote that says, "And I tense endlessly, not knowing which will arrive first, the bullet that takes my life or my final chance for redemption." And then you get black screen, and then Nazi-occupied France, 1944. Guy sleeping in the woods. He has like a PTS dream. It just sounds right. Wakes up, sees a shadow in the woods. Shadow lights a cigarette. Throws it at him, and then he kind of snaps out of it. He and his platoon start getting ready to move out. One of the guys, his feet are all messed up, and he's scratching his foot because he's got athlete's foot, which is a common concern in marching scenarios. He tells this weird story the guys call him out on making stuff up. And then they move out. They blow up a Jeep. There's a kind of fun and entertaining boxing scene where one of the characters challenges the German major to a boxing match because they killed everybody else. And then the major gets shot in the head because he's winning the match. One of the guys is pulling gold teeth out of the dead Nazis' mouths. And then as they're moving along, they run into like a bunch of refugees. They interact with the refugees. Guy gives the teeth to one of the refugees and a jacket. And then they keep moving. They talk about where they're going. They're going to go, quote unquote, babysit a castle. When they get to this castle to relieve these guys that are there, the guys that are there are kind of in a hurry to go, but they refuse to say why, which obviously is setting you up for the creepiness. They explore the place. Creepy stuff starts happening. And then there's like a thing with a burned chair, and then the spook begins. About 22 minutes into the movie, which is a good time for the spook to start for an hour and a half long movie. And then pretty good. And then there's a kind of a weird twist ending that I'm not really sure that I liked the ending. But everything else I enjoyed about the movie. So 3 out of 5 for story. Acting, it's got good acting. It's got Billy Zane in it, which is always nice to see. The acting is really good. They do a good job of setting up the characters, kind of introducing them to you, getting to know them. And they also establish just how little these soldiers care about the lives of the enemy. And that was really done through the acting. So 3.5 out of 5 for acting. The music is good. It is very era appropriate, and it's also got a good creepy aspect to it when the creepiness is going on. So 3 out of 5 for music. Atmosphere, creepy house with creepy spirits doing creepy stuff. They did a pretty good job on it. 3 out of 5. The look, so the areas look fairly believable. The refugees look like refugees. The ghosts, on the other hand, almost kind of look photoshopped in. It's weird, but not like bad, but not necessarily good. It's kind of meh. So a 2.5 for a look. Creepiness factor. I jumped a lot. My wife did not appreciate it because when I jump, I tense, and that means that I squeezed her hard on accident multiple times, and she was not happy about it. So for Creep, I gave it a 3 out of 5. It could have probably gone a little bit higher, but aside from the jump scares, it's not really that creepy of a movie. But the jump scares are spot on. So we total up our scores, divide by 6, because that's how math works, and we get a 3 out of 5 for Ghosts of War on Netflix.